The National Medal of Honor Museum is a museum that honors the United States Armed Forces Medal of Honor recipients. Here, the recipients of the nation's highest military decoration are honored. Over 40 million Americans have served in the armed forces since the Civil War. Fewer than 4,000 have been awarded the Medal of Honor. This medal is awarded by the President in the name of Congress. The Medal of Honor commemorates those who have shaped our nation's history and continue to inspire its future with their acts of valor, humanity, patriotism, and sacrifice. This museum captures the history and accomplishments of the recipients. The founding medal was in 1861, and today there are 3 variants, one for each branch of the military service. Unlike most military medals, this is worn around the neck. The Medal of Honor is the only U.S. medal officially designated to be worn in this manner. This museum was founded and funded by the National Medal of Honor Museum Foundation. After a 5-year search, the museum was located in Arlington, Texas, and groundbreaking began in March 2022, and the museum officially opened on March 25, 2025. The cost of the project was $150 million. The project was funded by private donation, with no federal funds being used to support the construction of the museum. The museum is located in Arlington, Texas Entertainment District, near the Dallas Cowboys AT&T Stadium and the Texas Rangers Global Life Field. The Google Earth Studio video shows the museum still under construction. Raphael Vinoli was the chief architect of the museum. I share with you some video of this stunning building, which is set beside a lake. Inside the building, there are 2 levels open to the public. The majority of the exhibits are on the 2nd floor. However, when you first enter the museum on the 1st floor, you are surrounded by the legacies of those who went above and beyond. Rotunda of Honor is a majestic circular space surrounding the Ring of Valor. Currently, there are 3,528 Medal of Honor recipients inscribed around the perimeter. Of these, 2,460 are honored in the museum displays through their stories and artifacts. The focus is on highlighting the values and the individual narratives behind the awards. An elevator takes you to the 2nd floor, where you are escorted into a 360-degree theater and are welcomed by a docent. After some introductory remarks, a video is played which is projected on all the walls. It provides a moving experience that highlights the Medal of Honor experience. Exiting the theater, you find a wall display which uncovers the history of the Medal of Honor and how it has evolved since it was first signed into law by Abraham Lincoln in 1861. A massive high-definition wall display virtually recreates Medal of Honor battlefields and landscapes. Videos are presented across 2 wall panels where you get to meet the recipients whose extraordinary actions continue to inspire. The panel displays 3 battles. I highlight one of the battles, which is known as the Frozen Chosen. It took place in 1950 during the Korean War. Through sights and sounds, you experience the bravery of Don Fate, Raymond Davis, Tom Hudner, and Hector Cavareda as they overcame freezing conditions and enemy forces. The physical design and symbology of the Medal of Honor has evolved over the years. This exhibit explores how the medals are presented through the branches of the U.S. Armed Forces. The artifacts on display are from recipients Marcus Haskell, David Sullivan, and others. Machinery and the Medal of Honor have a storied history. In this exhibit, you get a close-up look into a Huey helicopter and the role machinery played in the Medal of Honor actions. Alongside the helicopter, you meet crew members who risked everything to save the lives of fellow soldiers. This is a virtual exhibit that's perhaps the most popular in all of the museum. Visitors experience virtual reality through wearing a 3D headset. You take part in a critical dust-off medical mission. Will you safely rescue the wounded? Through this visual and auditory experience, you meet crew member James Fleming and Ed Freeman, who came to the daring rescue of others. This wall display explores ongoing efforts to ensure all deserving recipients are honored and uncovering stories of discrimination and delayed recognition, sometimes spanning many decades. This is another massive wall display that focuses on honoring recipients. Prominent feature is Nuremberg, Germany, which is a segue into discovering the historic Medal of Honor ceremonies that symbolically marked the defeat of Nazi Germany, and 3 recipients who were awarded: Kenneth Ware, Lucian Adams, and Russell Dunham. This is perhaps the most innovative virtual exhibit in the museum. It is billed as Ask a Medal of Honor Recipient Anything. Guests of the museum interview Medal of Honor recipients to discover who they are, where they came from, and what they remember about their time in the service. To create this interactive experience, recipients share stories about their lives before, during, and after Medal of Honor actions. Innovative technology connects your questions to their responses. This museum has not received the recognition it deserves. Over time, it is hoped that this museum would become more widely known. Spending a few hours at the National Medal of Honor Museum is time well spent.